Hello friends, welcome to another exciting episode of Mr. Johnson's math class. For this lesson, we are talking about volume of pyramids and prisms. All right, in this example, we are asked to determine the volume of the given solid. All right, so first thing I want you to do, the first thing I think you should do, is imagine this were three-dimensional. So if you could see all of it, so maybe this were like a little glass box or whatever, and you could see through the back of it, it would all be one solid figure. Well, the first we need to do is name it, and the way that we name it is figure out what's the base. And the base of this figure is a rectangle. It just happens to be in this example that it's sitting on the rectangle. That's not always how you know what the base is. Remember, the base is determined by the parallel faces. So there's 6 parallel rectangles, so any of those could be the base. But this is a rectangular prism. And this rectangular part is the base. And the prism part is very important also, because that's going to tell you which formula to use. So you start by naming it. This is a rectangular prism. The formula for volume, always start by writing the volume, or writing the formula, is the area of the base times the height. And that part of the name is going to tell you what to put in for capital B. To find the area of a rectangle, you do length times width. So for this, we're going to use length times width times height. The length and the width of our base are 6 by 7. So we have a 6 by 7 rectangle. And then the height is how tall it is. So we're going to do 6 times 7 times 3. And when you do that, you get 126 feet cubed. All right, now it's really important to point out to you that volume is always cubed. So let's add this to our notes. Area is always squared, volume is always cubed. All right, now we're asked to find the volume of the triangular prism here. So the first thing we're going to do is start by naming it. And we name it based on its bases. Here we have a triangle, and then a parallel face back here is a triangle. So it's not always the part that it's resting on. It's the parallel faces, and this is for a prism. So this is a triangular prism. Now I'm going to write the formula that I'm going to use. So volume is area of the base times the height. We have a triangular base, so I'm going to put in the formula for a triangle here. So the volume for this prism is the area of the base, which happens to be base times height divided by 2, times the height. The dimensions of our triangle are 9 by 11. So I'm going to use volume is 9 times 11 divided by 2, and then the height, which is how deep the triangular prism is, and this one is 12 millimeters. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is in here 9 times 11 divided by 2. And that gets 49.5, 49 and a half, if you want to think of it that way, times 12 gets us 594. So 594 millimeters cubed. Don't forget, volume is always cubed.